Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been a while. I'm so sorry. I'll explain where I've been and what I've been doing. But first, look at my hair. Look at how much it's faded. I haven't done any treatments to try and get rid of the color. You can see that gray in my hair still. This is what my hair used to look like, and this is what my hair looks like now. So long story short, how did my hair get this light? The sun bleached it. I've been out in the sun for a long time. Here's the back. I'm going to be shampooing my hair just to get rid of any built up oils, and then I'm gonna do a Dawn dish soap treatment on my hair. I don't have any anti-dandruff shampoo, which is ideal for this situation, but a shampoo with sulfates in it should do the case. So while this is processing in the heat, I'm just gonna let it work its magic, and we're gonna talk about my new obsession. It just started with flowers, but it definitely went a lot farther than that. So at my neighbor's, I decided to plant some flowers because maintenance decided to spray. I don't know what it was, pest control or what, but it killed everything and made it brown. So I just gave them a pop of color. And then I've got some beautiful blue flowers over here. My very thriving rose bush this year. Some lilies down here. And these lilies right here are so beautiful. I love these colors, and it's as tall as my hips. More flowers down here in the corner. These beautiful flowers up here. I've got this azalea bush. It had beautiful pink flowers on it, and I propagated it and made a couple babies. And then this is a walnut tree that I got at my mother-in-law's house. I don't really have a plan for it. I just want to see how it grows. Keep in mind that all of these flowers have to be deadheaded or pruned. This was actually another one of the babies that I propagated. And this was all dirt from when I did the garden bed right there. I started a compost bin, and I put some composting worms in it with my food scraps and some air holes and some drainage holes. And then all of this was dirt too. I started germinating some bird seed that I bought at the store, and surprisingly, it's rooting, it's germinating. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant these soon. But I thought it would be cool to have the bird seed plant instead of just continuously buying bird seed. And then over in this little greenhouse here, celery on this left side, Agorium on the right side. I started these from seeds, and they are ready to go in some dirt. This patch of dirt right here was all dirt. You can see the grass has started to grow back. Yeah, so that's where my time has been going every day, is to watering my flowers, pruning my flowers, trying to keep up with them. These are more of the diathys babies. And I don't know how I kill an aloe plant, but I did. And I've got some garlic growing here. They're starting to sprout, so I'm excited. And this black plant, I'm absolutely in love with it. In this direct sunlight, it looks a little dark green, but most of the day it looks dark, like black. So yeah, and then the white pot underneath of it just gives it such a cool contrast. I love it. These strawberries, I'm not too sure how they're gonna go because they're bare root strawberries. I wish I would have done regular strawberry plants, but we'll see. And then I've got more flowers here. I got my eggshells drying out here for my compost. Man, look at this one. This one is going wild. And down here, I've got some potatoes growing. Look at that one peeping out. So in my last video, I told you guys that I was really close to going vegan. Well, I went vegetarian. It's been a month and 10 days, and I'm still going strong. Becoming vegetarian has led me to growing my own vegetables. So I started a vegetable garden. Make sure you wear sunscreen because I spent about 40 hours outside, 20 of which my skin was exposed to the sun. So be smart about it, otherwise you'll end up like me with sun blisters, which handicapped me for about a week. I planted this hydrangea bush with this little fencing around it, that way we can mow. And then all of this needed to be weeded, and I planted a couple little plants. They still haven't bloomed yet, but they'll be little pink flowers. I repotted this flower for her. Got a little fern that goes in the shade. And this one is a little yellow one. And then all of this was weeds. Even under these steps here was weeds. So I went and weeded all of this. This was probably about a foot tall of weeds. Then we planted a white rose bush here. We've also got an aloe plant here. It seems to be doing better over here than the one at my house. I did kind of tear mine off a bunch, so. All of this was also weeds up against the house here. All of that looked like that. I still have to clear out these logs and stuff before I get to this side of the yard. This garden took all of me. I tilled this part 3 times with a shovel, and I tilled this part, the chunkier side, 2 times because I was tired. Yeah, I did all of this by hand. I didn't have a rototiller, and it's clay, so there's that. I had to dig up all of this grass. You can see where I laid it, which I replanted grass there because I killed all the grass from the dirt laying there. And I ended up moving the dirt down the hill here to try and even it out a little bit down there. But yeah, I've got my little walkways in the middle here. And then I decided to mulch my entire bed. I've already got one thin layer down, but you can see the weeds starting to grow through already. So I'm starting to lay a thicker layer down. But here I've got some blueberries and blackberries. Got a little tomato plant, jalapeno peppers. All 3 of these are broccoli. And then over here I have green peppers, and they're really starting to fruit right there. So all of these will be green peppers. All of these are green peppers. I've got cilantro over here, rosemary, and basil. And something really likes eating my green peppers and my basil plant. And over here I've got some pollinator flowers and a couple pest control flowers. So I know the basil, rosemary, and lavender actually deter a couple pests, and the marigolds pollinate. But yeah, all of these I planted. I'm still kind of waiting to see what happens with this geranium because it came in a big pot, and I ended up tearing the plant into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is what it's supposed to look like. But I really stressed out the plant by doing that, so some of them might come back, some of them might not. We'll just have to see. Oh yeah, and then over here I've got zucchini squash. All of these little plants here are watermelon. I've got some more strawberries growing out here and some more garlic growing out here. And I was taking out the trash at my apartment, and somebody threw out these perfectly good boxwood shrubs. So I went ahead and took those, pruned them up a little bit because they just needed to be repotted and watered. That was it. So I'm gonna give this a couple weeks to see what happens with it, but I know it'll come back. So I put little boxwood shrubs right there, and those will fill it in nicely when they start to grow. And some little fences. And then bench with an umbrella. And yeah, we just sit out here and watch the garden and kind of relax a little bit. And here's where the joke is on me. I did not realize when I made this garden that there is no water hookup or hose outside at this place. So I have to manually water this with a watering can. You see me pouring it from one can to another, and that's because the black watering can with a white diffuser on it spreads the water out a little bit more, makes it last a little bit longer for one. Two, it doesn't spread your seed or mulch around. That's also why I pour them into that one. And my total injuries, I took this hatchet looking cultivator thing and chopped my toe with it. Smart. I took this rubber mallet and I smashed my finger with it while putting the fencing into the ground as well. I've got some pretty decent calluses on my hands from holding tools and busting ass. I don't know how my skin is peeling up there. I don't know what I stepped on, like a nail or something. But luckily my foot is really calloused. Okay, update. My potatoes are starting to peep through, which is awesome. I got this spider plant that I'm going to probably break up into 4. So it looks like there's 4 of them. And these ones look like they're gonna be pink. I've got my celery and majorium sprouts put into dirt. And here's the bird seed that I was germinating, and it's definitely popping up. I think these ones are sunflower seeds, and these ones are the small little seeds. I don't know what kind of seed they were. And it didn't just stop there. I went and weeded my front garden again and put new mulch down, and this looks so freaking good. And then I also mulched my garden bed where my walkways are, and I mulched the flower bed and the hydrangea bush where I put the fencing, and the boxwood shrubs where I put the fencing as well. And just when I thought I was done, I took out the trash again and found more plants in the dumpster. So yeah, I dumpster dived again. This time I found almost a full-grown sunflower and a couple of foliage plants, Elijah Blues. So that's super exciting. I'll always take some extra plants. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, I put some plants into my background again. So I've got some prayer plants right here, and I've got a fern right here. And yeah, I just think they look so cool, and I love to watch the roots grow in the water. And probably the biggest life change of all is I quit my job. It's time to move on, and I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with my life right now, but I do know that I want to spend more time with you guys, more time with my husband, more time with my cats. So I think I'm just gonna focus on me and my life. And maybe I'll go back to work later on, but right now I just need a break and just need to figure out what I want to do with my life. My last day was a couple days ago, and it's like a weight off of my chest. My cute little flowers that I just cut from my garden. Let's take these out and look at my hair. I kept it on for about 2 hours. Yeah, a couple more of these treatments and I should be pastel enough to put another color over this. I honestly could put another color over this right now, but I think I'm gonna try and fade it just a little bit more because right now it's like silver almost. So yeah, I think it looks honestly really, really cool. It's like a cool toned, I don't know. So anyways, that's where I've been and what I've been doing. Obviously, I have a new addiction. It's not what you think it was. If you enjoyed watching today's video and just kind of chilling out with me and learning a little bit extra about my life and where the hell I've been, don't forget to hit that like button down below. I'm so sorry that it's been like almost a month by this point, but I will be sure to focus on you guys a lot more now that I'm not working. Until next week, and I promise it'll be next week this time. Remember to keep your heads up, guys, and have a great day.